Oh no, man! I love it when people use the somebody breaks into the house,
That's like
which
the
isn't
go-to,
often,
man.
depending on where you live. If you live in a high crime rate, then yeah.
Right.
In the suburbs, that doesn't happen too often, but you can never be too careful.
Listen, if
That
you live
goes
in
with
the
the
Bronx,
mowing
she
the
might
lawn
not.
too. A lot of times we're talking about mowing the lawn, but we're not thinking about people who live in apartments, live in cities. They don't have experiences where they're doing that kind of stuff. If you live in an apartment, you're not fixing stuff. You're calling a super. You're not mowing the lawn. There is no lawn to mow. So it's just people don't like we're both from New York. When we came here, it was a huge learning curve for him because a lot of this stuff he just did not know because he didn't have to know, so
So wouldn't it be fair to say that we're talking to
Shout out to the homeowners then. God damn it. Shout out to the homeowners.
seriously? So wouldn't it be fair to say that we're talking to a specific age demographic between perhaps, let's say, maybe 30, 32 onwards? I would even probably say maybe 34 because you know, women are buying homes, more than men and a little bit younger. It seems like the average man is buying a home around like, I think it's like 34, 35, if I saw the numbers. Women, it's about 20, 28, so there is a little bit of an age gap difference there. But needless to say, I think it's probably safe to say that we're talking about a specific, more seasoned age demographic than we try to throw people in their early mid to late 20s in there, because most of them are still living in condos and duplexes and apartment buildings where they don't have that level of responsibilities.
All right. So we're going to get to the last topic, which is how cheaters start. So I'm gonna get into the video 1 second. But before we get in the video, just a quick Hank, how do you think cheating starts in your opinion?
You said, how do I think cheating starts?
Yep. What do you think is the first thing that clicks where somebody might say to themselves, "Yeah, I think I'm about to go get some strange, man. I think I'm about to
Yeah,
veer off."
if you're not getting the strain at home, more than likely you're gonna go cheat because you
Man,
ain't getting that ass satisfaction from the crib. Yeah,
cheating
just my opinion.
starts at the beginning of the relationship, man. It starts the moment
Oh
somebody that
man,
know they're not
God
ready to
damn.
settle down settles down and tells somebody that they're gonna be faithful to them when they know they're not ready for it.
it starts in the mind, period. It starts in the mind because if it's not in you to cheat or want to cheat, you're not going to think about cheating. I think a lot of times it starts in the mind because we get frustrated about something. And so then we start looking at outside ways to resolve the issue. And so we're setting stuff up in our mind like, well, she don't cook, she don't clean, she ain't give me no, I know I could get it somewhere else. So then is already playing in your mind. And so then you're going to create a situation in which that can happen. Same thing with women. He, doesn't make me feel X, Y, and Z, or I feel like he's doing da 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 da. So it starts in the mind, and you start thinking, oh, look at Sam. Oh, Sam looked like he takes care of his woman, and then you're playing that over in your mind, and then you will create a situation in which you open up the doors for something to happen. But
Men don't play within mind. If I'm not getting no ass over a period of time, I'm eventually got to go somewhere to where I'm gonna go get that satisfaction. It's not playing shit in my mind. That's a woman shit. That now I understand because y'all more emotional when y'all do what y'all do.
No, you setting it up in
man.
your mind to give an excuse for why you should go cheat.
Look,
that's what I'm saying.
I didn't give no excuses. I wasn't getting no ass.
So then why not have that conversation? But my point, Hank, is if you're in a committed relationship, right? That's why it's called cheating. It means you're doing something outside of what the rules of the game were. So my question to you is, if she's not fulfilling her obligation to give you ass or whatever it is that you expect, then why not have that conversation to say, you know what? I don't feel you're fulfilling my needs in these areas. Either A, give her opportunity to do that. B, if she's not, then just I'm out. The cheating comes in is when you're not having those conversations, and then you're not moving forward to try to resolve whatever that issue is, and you choose to step outside of the lines of what the agreement was. That's cheating. And it starts in the mind first.
So to what you said about the rules, right? I want to respond to what you said about like cheating being about going against the rules. Because like my thing is this, right? If you play Monopoly, right? Let's say we all play Monopoly. We all know there's different pieces. There's like the car, there's the hat, there's the boot, and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't got none of those pieces, and I decide, yo, I'm gonna use a chess piece as my piece, is that cheating?
Yes, because the rules for Monopoly specifically states how to play the game. So if you're doing anything else outside of the game, then that's cheating.
But what I'm saying is, if the game you talking about, right, that of the rules you're supposed to follow doesn't come equipped with all the pieces it's supposed to come equipped with, and you're forced to improvise, then how are you cheating? You're not breaking the rules.
That's your fault. You know why?
It's your fault that there's no pieces in the game?
Because you purchased the game. If you purchased the Monopoly game that didn't have all of the right pieces and you still bought it anyway, and now you're trying to improvise to make the game work, that's on you. You should have put that game right back on the shelf.
Leave the game at the store, right?
You don't know what you're about to say. That's ridiculous.
And got the game that included all the pieces. That's on you.
The restaurant.
The point that I'm making is, in any relationship, no one is going to be able to fulfill every single need 100% of the time. If you go in a relationship thinking that that person is going to meet every single need 100% of the time, anytime that person messes up or doesn't meet a need, it gives you an excuse to use different pieces of the game. And you cannot do that, not if you're trying to have a successful, happy relationship and marriage. And I'm only speaking from experience and speaking from those who are still married. Like I said, I'm 20 years in, but that doesn't mean that I haven't gone through all of the, like you said, puzzle pieces missing, and then, getting upset about the game. And, I understand that happens, but that's human nature in any relationship. Your friend ain't gonna fulfill everything. Your mate isn't gonna fulfill everything. But if that gives you an excuse to step outside because you're not feeling fulfilled, then don't get in a relationship.
Look, I get what you're trying to say, but I don't know if you fully understood the example I was giving, right? I don't think you fully
one at a time, y'all. One at a time.
There's a reason why they say women weaponize sex, because they know that's how sex is very important to a man. So when you all of a sudden not gonna give it to him, then what do you expect that man to do? He's going
to walk away from it. It's all about, because my thing is this:
walking to Nancy's apartment and getting her.
No, walk out of the relationship.
His girlfriend or his old lady is not giving them cheeks up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If she's not meeting your needs, it is better to walk away from the relationship than stay in it and create even more damage to the relationship. Walk away on good terms. Like, listen.
Handle marriage then? Just walk away whenever we don't get no cheeks.
Well, that's my point is this. You're saying the same thing, but you're using cheeks. Are you to walk away or step out anytime a need is not being met? You can't.
Real fast.
Hold on,
before Jay,
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. But I just want to go get some man somewhere else.
I just want to say that that's a contradiction to say the person that you're with cannot provide you everything, but then you're trying to make them the point of contention when they go and outsource sex. So it's like it's got to be one or the other. Either I'm going to give my partner the opportunity, right? I'm going to give my partner the opportunity to meet me at all of these check marks that I require. Sex it's literally like it should have been the last thing that we're withholding from them. We have learned time and time again, like even in the 80s or 90s, they did a study where women should not be weaponizing sex as a way of control for men. It does not reap you the benefits of getting what you need. The more intimacy you have in a relationship, it is scientifically proven, the stronger the relationship will be, the more intimacy you have. So to say, hey, I know you can't be everything I need, but you shouldn't go and sleep with nobody else. It's kind of a contradiction because that means
It's
that
not,
I can't even
because that's
win.
human nature. It's human nature.
Hold on, Miss Taking. Yeah. Clout,
It's just okay. Can I just get this off? Let me just get this off. It is human nature. You will not be able to be a fulfillment for anybody you're with 100%. It's impossible. You will disappoint a person in a relationship. You will have disappointments. You deal with disappointments even yourself, within yourself. So to think that you're not going to deal with that with somebody else, and if your first go-to is every time I don't feel fulfilled or my partner is not meeting a specific need that I have, I need to walk out. That's not going to make a successful marriage. It's going to create insecurities in a marriage, all of those things that end up building up to why you end up leading to a divorce. If my husband is not giving me sex as often as I want, I'm going to have that conversation with him and then say, what can we do? Can we at least have a baseline minimum of 2 weeks? 2 days out of the week?